Kelly, when is the earliest a student can apply for college admission here at BU?
They typically begin at the beginning of their senior year of high school. Boston University subscribes to the Common Application.
Tell us how that works.
So the Common Application is an application that is shared by over 500 colleges and universities across the United States. So it is a common application that students complete once and then is submitted to 5, 6, 7 colleges that they may be applying to. The Common Application launches, so becomes live on August 1st.
Is it recommended that a student seek early admission?
Probably should clarify some concepts if you don't mind. So there are many early programs at colleges. We have early decision at Boston University. We also have early admission. Early admission is for a junior in high school who has exhausted all their curricular requirements and feels ready to jump into college a year early. It is a very rare student who takes advantage of that opportunity, but it does exist. I think what you're probably asking about are these early action and early decision programs designed for seniors in high school who have decided where they'd like to go to college most and therefore indicate their preference or their interest by applying earlier than the deadline of January 1. So we have early decision. The deadline was November 1st. It has come and gone. We have students whose applications are being reviewed right now, and they will be notified by December 15th.
Do students ever breach that agreement?
Unfortunately, students do, but often there are legitimate reasons. Before a student applies early decision, at least at my institution, the student has to sign an agreement that indicates that they understand that this is binding and that they shouldn't be applying anywhere else. Their parents must also sign this agreement because we want to make sure everyone in the family understands what they are doing, what the implication of being admitted means. And then we actually ask the student's guidance counselor to also sign this agreement. So all parties that are involved in this college search process sign this statement. And so therefore, the likelihood of a student saying, I can't honor this commitment is much smaller.
What percentage of students would you say seek an early admission?
So we enroll a freshman class of about 3,600 students.
Wow.
It is a large class, but of course we're a private teaching and research university. We enroll about 18 to 19% of our class early decision. So that's just over 700 students that say, BU, this is where I want to be. They're competitive for admission. They get great news in December. They can celebrate their holidays, but they still have to finish their senior year and finish well.
What can a student do to make themselves a more sought-after applicant?
This whole notion that somehow students have to package themselves is something that frankly is very distasteful to me. And I think, you know, this is a very important decision, but it's the student's decision. And he or she needs to go through some process of self-assessment, really think about who they are, what their goals are, what they hope to achieve, what their aspirations are, and really think long and hard about the kind of environment in which they'll thrive. The answers to those questions should help guide them to the kind of college or university that will be a good fit. And that notion of fit is so important, far more important than rankings. We want students who enter here as freshmen to do well, to excel, to thrive, and then to graduate 4 years later. That is the ultimate goal for all of us, for students, for families, for the university, for our faculty. So we do care about how students are doing in the classroom. And in fact, it's the best indicator for success in college. But we're also looking for students who will contribute in some way, enrich the university community, because this is a community. And students are not in the classroom 24/7. It feels like it sometimes, but they are not. And we want them to be involved in student government. We want them to be on our mock mediation team. We want them to do community service. We want them to participate in stage troupe. So we are looking for students who are inquisitive, hardworking, have been successful academically, but we're also looking for students who have some real strong passions.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and the leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.